What's going on, guys? Welcome to week 12 of my portfolio review, where I go over my buys and sells, as well as the gains and losses in the portfolio. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. As you can see, today was a very bloody day, as I lost $491.74 during regular trading hours, and an additional $7.10 during after hours trading. For the week, I got slammed as I saw, I think, 4 out of 5 red days. I lost $1,135.60, and that was 4.03% loss. For the month, I'm still up $685.28 for 2.6% growth. For the last 3 months, I'm up $5,836.46 at 27.55%. For the year, I'm up $6,210.82 at 29.84%. And for the all-time, I'm up $5,981.74. So, as we are taking a look at the portfolio, I'm going to scroll down and go over the buys and sells. So first, for the sells, what I did was earlier in the week, I sold my 172 shares of Glad, and I placed it right into Disney, as I didn't think that we were going to go through the sell-off that we did. But Wednesday, when they closed the deal, Disney started selling off, and I put that 172 shares, as well as the $600 I had in buying power, into Disney, and bought 21 shares. That lowered my average cost from $12.66 to $12.25. I did do that on Wednesday, and I guess I messed up a little bit because we had a harder sell-off on Thursday and Friday, so I had a bigger opportunity of buying a little bit better. So I just got to tighten up and look for future opportunities when that arises. The other buy that I did was I brought 6 shares of Bank of America. Again, another messed up opportunity, as I brought the 4 shares. I brought 5 shares on Monday, and then I think on Wednesday, the Feds came out and said that they weren't going to raise interest rates, and the stock market didn't like that too much. And I messed up my average cost, as when I bought the 5 shares, my average cost changed from $28.62 to $28.90, and then today I had some extra money left over, so I brought the 16th share. So my average cost is $28.90. And for the last buy that I did this week, I brought an additional share of Apple. Apple's average cost didn't change, and the buying opportunity I did, I used the dividend that I got from them last week and placed it right into the stock. So that was it for the buys and sells. We will go over our gains and losses. So for the gains and losses, Disney, I'm down $474.10. That was a change from being up $99.62. I'm not worried about it, though. I know that it will bounce back. It has just been a rough week with the stock market. Comcast last week I was up $564.56. This week I'm only up $463.68. Bank of America was a big change as well, as last week I was up $6.75. This week I am down $31.06. Aurora Cannabis, last week I was up $1,883.51. This week I'm only up $1,506.50. Apple, last week I was down $188.02. This week I'm down $257.38. CRF changed a little bit, as last week I was down $172.81. This week I'm down $167.76. So that is the gains and losses for the portfolio. What I want to show you guys next is I want to show you the dividend payouts that I will be looking forward to coming up next week, as CRF will pay me $20.05, which I will be applying to my portfolio. I think I'll probably be adding shares of Bank of America with that. I'll add a little bit of cash and add a share of Bank of America probably with that, or probably buy a share of Apple. Glad I will be receiving my last dividend of $12.04 from the company. So that's what, and I will be utilizing that to continue to add to the portfolio. So the next topic that I want to bring up is what I have done is I have created a memo where I will be going over some of the news that came about during this week for some of the stocks that I'm holding. So the first bit of news we will be going over is what is going on with Disney. And earlier in the week, Disney announced that its ESPN Plus service has reached a deal with UFC to only allow the pay-per-views that are coming from UFC they can only be broadcast if you have an ESPN subscription service. So I think that is fantastic news. It's basically locking down, anyone who enjoys the UFC. They have to have a ESPN Plus subscription. And if I'm thinking forward, I'm not sure if this, this is just me thinking ahead. I'm not 100% sure if this is even possible. But you think about all the other things that you could lock behind the paywall. Like if you think about draft day for the NFL or NBA, if those get locked behind a paywall, man, it's just only going to help Disney's subscriber count tremendously. So I do look forward to that bit of news. The Fox deal closed Wednesday, 12:02 a.m. So when that happened, the stock was already like selling off. So that's still great news for me, as they got a ton of content that they will be able to utilize for their Hulu and Disney Plus service. They announced that, well, they didn't announce, but analysts are expecting Disney to come out and announce that they will be shaving around 4,000 jobs from the Fox acquisition. They will be looking to trim the fat and get rid of a lot of the same jobs that they are currently accruing from the Fox studios. They did announce, however, that they will be getting rid of the Fox 2000 studio after production in that studio is finishing up. That studio was utilized for like the movies Hidden Figures and Alvin and the Chipmunks, the sequels and things like that. So that's great news as an investor, as they are looking to just trim the fat and utilize the parts that they will be utilizing. Hotstar, which was owned by Fox, has now came out and said that they are the number one Indian streaming service. So that's fantastic news aboard, as Bollywood is a big cultural part of streaming, and Disney acquiring that is just fantastic news to me. Bank of America also announced that they gave a $144 price target for Disney, so that's more great news. On Comcast announced, I think on Thursday, that they will be adding an additional subscription service. It's called Xplex. On Tuesday of this week that's coming up, only Comcast Xfinity subscribers can utilize this. It's a subscription platform, a set-top like Roku type box, where you're able to utilize the apps like Hulu, Netflix, Vudu, whatever you like. And they will also, inside of that streaming platform, they will have some content that you can watch like live television or like some type of live television that you can broadcast, and inside of that they will have advertisement showing. So I'm not too thrilled about that. As you know, if people want that in their lives, they have Roku where they don't have to be charged $5 a month for it. So we'll see how that goes. It can only add on. It's not like this technology they didn't already have. From what I understand, they're utilizing this technology from Sky, where Roku produced some type of set top box for Sky a while ago. So I'm not 100% sure on that. They also are coming out with a Nest like hub service for your house. So if you can control your climate, your thermostat, your lighting, everything through your TV. That'll be rolling out. So again, I'm not really too fond of the news of those two pieces of news. We'll see where that goes. The CEO Brian Roberts sold $8.5 million worth of shares. Bank of America, I don't really have anything to report with Bank of America, but I do have I did learn something. So just for future reference for myself, if I'm going to buy into any of the banks or Bank of America or anything like that, I'll probably want to wait and see what the Fed's decision will be going forward. If it's a buying week for me to buy any of those stocks. As when the Feds came out and said that they weren't raising interest rates, Bank of America just tanked super hard. So I mean, it's a plus. That's also a plus for Disney because they're accruing all that debt, and they don't have to worry about accruing more interest fees. So I guess it's a plus for Disney and some bad news for Bank of America. Aurora Cannabis, I wasn't able to find any news really. I know that there was a bad seeking alpha thesis of a very popular blogger. He came out with a report talking about their cash flow and or lack thereof their cash flow, and how the company is bad, and with its it doesn't have any cash or anything like that, which will be rectified once they get this deal. So it didn't scare me, and I'm not worried about it. I don't know if that contributed to any of the sell-off that happened through the week. And Apple Hospitality. I mean, I guess this is great news. I've seen their CEO buy a ton of shares through the last year that I've held the stock, but they had a bit of insider buying as their CEO Tucker Knight brought $83,000 worth of shares. Their director Daryl Arthur brought $395,000 worth of shares, and Reed Hugh brought $16,000 worth of shares. So those are all big players in their company, and they purchased some stock. But that's practically it that I have for the news for the stocks that I'm holding. The other thing that I want to show you guys is I want to talk to you about TradeBase. If you guys are curious on how my portfolio is doing through the week, you guys can follow me on TradeBase. The name is Biggest 1988. And thank you for everyone who's following me. My new subscribers, I really appreciate that, you guys. And you can check my portfolio out, and you can see what I'm buying. It literally gives you an alert when I buy or sell something in my portfolio. So look out for my next video next week, next Friday, where we'll be going over the same things that we're talking about today. And if you have any questions or comments, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll reply to you as fast as I can. But that's all the time I have for this week. Thanks.